been a minute or two since I've been in front of the camera, and there's been various reasons. I think probably the most important one for me is the fact that I'm still waiting for this knee surgery coming up. And I thought it would have happened before now, and I've been on the waiting list at the hospital now since July last year, and I'm still waiting. And the problem is that when your knees are really sore, for anyone who's had the need to go through knee replacement surgery, either for one or for two knees, know exactly how excruciating that pain can be when every time you go to walk you've got this bone on bone grinding. And I'm not really criticising our public health system here. Funding, I know, is always an issue. The world is having problems with economics and economies and all of that sort of stuff. And our health system is no different. I believe Australia has got fairly big waiting lists for people to have surgery. But at least when I finally get there and it's done in the public hospital, it's not going to cost me anything. From the day I go in, have the surgery, come out, all the follow-up treatment, it's not going to cost me a cent. And for that, I can be truly thankful. But the thing that is a bit grating, to use a word that probably shouldn't be used in conjunction with sore knees, the thing that is grating is the fact that it has been since July last year that I was approved to have the surgery, that it was required as being necessary, and I was told I would go on the wait list and they would inform me as soon as my name came up. I've already rung them to see how far away my name is. That didn't sort of give me any further advancement. I did that about 3 months ago. I went back to my doctor. They put forward something to say, could it please be moved up a wee bit? That didn't happen. But I am extremely pleased to say now that I have received a letter from the hospital to say I've got my first appointment with the orthopaedic surgeon on the 1st of September. Now, you've got no idea the change that's had in me. Even though I've still got the pain, I still haven't had the surgery, it's almost like there is now a light at the end of the tunnel. For the last 12 months, I've known the light was there somewhere. I haven't been able to see it, and every time I go around a corner, I still can't see it. And it's been quite depressing, to say the least. Not that I've been depressed, because I've kept myself busy doing lots and lots of other things at a level of which I can manage. It's not very high. I can't really do a lot, but at least I've been trying to keep myself active. And at 75, which I am 75, trying to keep active when your knees aren't doing what you want them to do is really hard. Under normal circumstances, being 75, trying to get things done can be a bit of a hurdle. And in this particular case, it's been, I think someone raised the bar quite significantly, and that hurdle got quite a bit higher. But now, even though I haven't had the surgery, just the fact that the first appointment with the orthopaedic surgeon coming up on the 1st of September means that my name has risen close to the top of the wait list. And for that, I am extremely thankful. I wouldn't say that I'm sort of rushing in there to have the surgery, because I will rush in and have it. I know it's going to hurt. I know it's going to be a lot of rehab and all of that stuff afterwards, but I don't care. I don't care. I just want to get the surgery done. And of course, to know that when I have the first one done, that's only half the battle, because I've got two of them that need doing. The right one is worse. That one, I can't even tell you how bad that feels. My knees are as knock-kneed as they come, because one of the legs has actually bent right outwards, which is an issue on its own, trying to walk. trying to have a shower, trying to stand in that position in a shower when it's not your natural standing position. And for the last few weeks, I've just been sponge bathing most days and just have the odd shower whenever I can, because I'm just afraid that I might just go over kite and end up in the bottom of a shower not able to get up. So that's going to be, it's good that I can sort of see that there as being somewhat of a relief to get to that stage. Now, I've done a lot of research on, and I know you shouldn't go Google anything, but I have, to have a look at knee replacements. And I know there's going to be a lot of pain. I know I was going to have beautiful, great big scars and stitches and all of that sort of stuff. And the rehab, I know, is going to be, not to be too dramatic, but I think it's going to be a bit painful. But it doesn't matter. I've got to have it done. So I'm looking forward to it. So it's given me the idea that, perhaps I should get in front of the camera again. And I've got this big black cloud up above me, and it's going to pour down with rain very soon. But I've got my glasses on. The sun is shining. It is very hot. It's in the middle of winter, August, southern hemisphere. But I've got this huge big rain cloud on the horizon and straight up above and top of me. So as soon as that cloud, I think, comes across the sun, we're going to have a downpour. So I can't keep talking forever. But anyway, in the meantime, I've been trying to keep busy. I've been doing lots and lots of fiddling around, doing with stuff that I've bought from the op shops, trying to sort of upskill a bit of decor, painting it and doing all sorts of bits and pieces. The other thing is that I've got little bits of furniture. I've done a bedroom cabinet, and I'm working on a dining chair at the moment. I've got a whole set of dining chairs which are separate from the one I'm doing at the moment, which I have recovered the cushions, but I'll do another video on that very soon, just to show some of the things that I have been doing to keep myself busy, to try and not let myself dwell too much on the fact that I can't get out and about and do too much stuff. I've also been building up a stockpile of things to do here, because once I've had my surgery, I believe I'm not allowed to drive for about 3 months. And if I'm going to have 2 operations, that'll be 6 months I'm not behind the wheel. So I've got a heap of stuff, which my kids think I need an intervention. I've got a heap of stuff here which is going to be able to keep me occupied when I'm not going to be able to get out and about once I've had my surgery. And as I say, every time I go to originally I told my girls, I said, I'm going to have a clean out, I'm going to go minimalist, I'm going to get rid of everything. Don't want you guys to have to worry about anything being cleaned out when I've gone. But I had a bit of a change of heart along the way, and I started doing a bit of visiting to op shops and thrift stores and things, and picking up little bits and pieces of stuff and bits of old furniture that go for really cheap, and I've been sanding and painting and doing all sorts of bits and pieces. And I've got so much stuff here now, I can't even get my car in the garage, which I'm going to have to get that sorted out before I have my operation. But my daughters think I need an intervention. Oops, sorry about the motorbike going past. My daughters think I need an intervention because I'm bringing in too much stuff from the charity shops. But anyway, that's my issue, that's my problem. It's for me to deal with, and I don't really mind that much. But anyway, the good news for me is that I can now see a tiny little light at the end of the tunnel regarding my knee surgery. And I'm so looking forward to that, just so looking forward to that. I just can't wait to get in there, get the operation over, get the healing process started, and start getting back to feeling like my legs belong to me instead of, well, I mean, they really belong to me because I can feel them every single minute of the day. I'm getting sick of having to have cushions under my legs at night time because I can't turn over without cushions. Oh, it's a nightmare. I just tell you, it's a nightmare. But anyway, it's all going to come to an end soon, I hope, in a good way, in a good way. So anyway, I'm going to sort of finish this off now, because that the sun has gone behind that big black cloud, and the air suddenly feels like it's going to hose down with rain here anytime soon, and I don't want to be caught out here and get wet on top of everything. So that's my little bit of a news update. I will be back regularly now to just give an update on what I'm doing, how things are progressing towards getting the surgery. So if anyone is in the 70s age bracket and you've got knee problems, hopefully I'll be able to give you a bit of an idea what I've gone through, what I'm going to be going through here, especially under a public health system. And as I said, it's not going to cost anything. I've already been to the hospital, had x-rays. That was back in July. Cost nothing for the x-rays. They saw by the x-rays that I needed to have the surgery, but of course the wait list is very long. All us oldies, we probably didn't treat our legs very good, because there's quite a few on the list to get knee replacement surgery. So there's a bit of a warning for you. Just be careful with those old knees, because they don't last forever if you abuse them. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at this stage. And as soon as I've got something a bit further to report on the knee situation, I will put in a new video. But once I get myself a bit settled down, I'll just start doing a few updates on the things that I've been doing over the last few months, and some of the things that I've got planned, what I hope to be able to get done while I'm laid up with stitched up knees. So anyway, that's me. My name is June. If this is the first time you've been here, thank you for coming. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Really appreciate it. If you've got it this far, if you'd like to like, share, or comment on my video, that would be great. Even if you would like to subscribe to keep up to date with what I'm doing, that would be excellent. Especially now also because YouTube has changed the rules, is changing the rules come 1 February. So I'm still in the early stages of building my YouTube channel, but instead of now having to get 4,000 viewing hours, once comes 1st of February, if I haven't reached that target, then it jumps up to 8,000. So that's not going to be much fun. Anyway, I'm going to keep on going, up onwards and upwards. Hope I can get this channel built up a little bit over the next few months. There might be a bit of gory videos of knees and yucky things. So, but if that happens, well, you can turn it off anyway. Okay, that's all from me for now. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.